Hi, I'm Venom, and welcome to XCW Recall.
Welcome to Recall. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about Venom. The man who's taken down legends after legends after legends. Well, today is his first debut match between him with James Girkey versus Karnage on a 2 versus 1 handicap match on April 16th, 2016. What a day. But Venom today attacked Karnage 2 weeks prior to this, and this led up to the Fallen. Alrighty, let's check her out.
So, obviously you made the debut 2 weeks prior to this, making the attack on Karnage. She was partners with your now newfound partner, James Girkey. You get thrown right into the mix in the middle of a pretty heated storyline. What were your feelings going into such a high-profile feud right off the bat in XCW?
I was nervous as hell. I was so nervous. I had no idea what I was doing. I probably asked what I had to do 100 times, and we went over the starting spot 100 times. And it still didn't start out the way we wanted it to start out.
What did you think of the team name The Fallen?
It was different. It wasn't nothing that I've ever seen or heard before, coming in at like something new. Oh God, I'm 200 pounds lighter right there.
Now, you get dubbed the name Venom. Was that a collaboration with you and the writers, or was that your call? How did Venom come to be?
I was given a few names and I sent out a few names. And it all kind of boiled down that Venom was probably the best fit.
Now, is there anybody else that you would have rather been paired with, or another situation that you would have rather been in upon your debut, or was this the right time, right place?
It was kind of a right time, right place type of thing. It was kind of on accident how it started, just because I wanted to start years ago, and everyone knew how that went. And then I happened to know the people that owned this ring at the time, and I wouldn't help set it up. So I happened to come to this show, or the show before, to help show how to set it up. And then me and you kind of started talking, and that's how it started from there.
Obviously, this would be the second to last XCW show before eventually closing down in 2016. Did you see the writing on the wall and knew that this was kind of the ending of XCW as we knew it, or did you think that this was just the start of a new career for you and that you were going to be in it for the long haul?
Well, going into this, before this, I was in school and I played sports, and I always had something I was doing every day, every other day, some kind of sport. But when I graduated, I was wanting to get into something else. Well, I happened to get an opportunity for this. It gives me something to do every weekend, every other weekend.
Did you see the writing on the wall? Did you know that XCW was going to be coming to an end?
That I didn't know until literally the day, like a week before my graduation was also the same day as our last show of that year. So I went and graduated, came there, done the show, and then left to my graduation party.
Did you think that you would ever wrestle again following until the end, or did you think that these 2 matches that you participated in were kind of, 2 and done?
With XCW, yes. But with some of the other people that left and did the All-Star thing and did their own indie stuff, I found my way into little indie stuff also. I went and helped set up. I went and helped. They trained me for free while I helped set up. I scratched their back, they scratched my back.
Ultimately, obviously, these two men you were pretty close with, only because you mentor and the first ones you got to work with in XCW, but you were the only one that would return to XCW in 2017. What are your thoughts and feelings on that?
Out of these three?
I mean, out of everyone in this match, you were the only one that would return to XCW in 2017.
I was flabbergasted. Just because I knew how much XCW meant to both of them at the time. I figured at least one of them would have came back, but during the circumstances they had, they didn't.
Someone as powerful as Karnage, what else is he capable of? That's what you gotta think about. Let alone, he took out Nightmare. Yes, he did, single-handedly. He pretty much ended Nightmare's career here in XCW.
So going forward from this, you obviously thinking that XCW is going to continue. You're in this tag team with James Girkey. What were your expectations of XCW going forward?
I didn't know, to be honest. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea what I was going forward with this tag team. Because at the time, he was Money in the Bank. So I didn't know if it was just something to get my foot in the doors or if it was going to be a long-term tag team. I just knew coming in he was Money in the Bank winner.
And you ended up with obviously you didn't know then, but you would end up with more of a personal relationship with Karnage outside of the ring after this. How ironic is that?
At first about that,
Look at this.
I know. Move I did for a few times, and that's rough getting on that second rope. But yeah, at first, it was kind of rough because there was still tension between the whole All-Star Pro Wrestling thing with him and me being XCW.
After recalling this match for the first time in years, how do you think everything went for your first time?
The start of it was fine. Or the start of it was not that great, I mean. But the finish of it was fine. Everything went the way that I had planned.
So you overall pretty happy with how your career here in XCW started?
I'm happy with the way it started in 2017. When we came back in 2017 and I actually had my gimmick and I had my gear and everything, that's when I knew it really set. That time I was just dipping my toes in the water.
I guess Venom, that's not the way you wanted the match to end, but hey, he's made a name for himself there and all. And what a great career he's had. We'll see you guys back on here.